take this off, let it breathe. Yeah. See that smoke? Yeah. It's hot, man. All right, so to get to the oil drain plug on this 2021 Kia K5, you have a 10 millimeter screw here and a 10 millimeter screw over here, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of these plastic push pins. So once we remove this will expose the oil drain plug. So let me start to loosen that. Let me just see if I can put the socket on it. There you go. Alright, so when you're taking these out, there's little washers there, so make sure you don't lose the washer. Alright, there's the first one. These push pins that come in here, they just pop right out. So the two 10 millimeter screws and then these little push pins, they just keep them in there, so they pop out pretty easy. Alright, there's the second one. And okay. So this should come right out. You see that? Alright. Okay, so we got the panel off. So this is the panel for the oil drain plug. And if you see here, this is the oil drain plug. And that's what we're going to remove when we drain the oil. And this is a 17 millimeter. Now, let's not forget, when we took this panel off, there was two 10 millimeter. You're going to need a 10 millimeter socket, little socket for the screws. And then these little plastic push pins. You could just, if you want, what I used was just a flathead screwdriver. They pop right out. And then this will be a 17 millimeter socket to go ahead and drain the oil drain plug. So we're going to go ahead and remove the panel here for the oil filter. This Kia 2021 Kia K5, yeah, they've separated where there's two panels here to remove. All right, right out. Now let's pop that off, and there it is. If you guys see here, let me put the light in there. We'll see if we can get as good as a video as we can. You guys can see here, there's a little plastic drain plug that pops out. We're just going to turn it with some pliers, and it's going to bring the oil straight out of the housing for the oil canister, and then we'll remove it with the 24 millimeter socket. So let's do that now. So this is the little pin that's hanging backwards coming out of the housing like that. So really what it is just aligning it in there and turning it, and then it's just like that. So it's just an easy twist, and then it comes out, and then an easy twist this way, and it stays in. So that's pretty much what that is. I'm gonna get the pliers and just kind of move this to the left, and it should pop out. And it's just like a little bleeder for the oil filter housing. You know, since it's sitting upside down, it's gonna bleed it out. So let's go ahead and try it here. FYI here. Alright, because it happened to us. First time doing this oil on this K5, and we couldn't. You're supposed to release that pin if you saw the pin go in, because when we turn it, it'll, you know, as the oil's in the canister before you remove it from the car, as you turn it and you pop that out, it'll, if you saw there, we had oil spill out because we couldn't end up getting that out. But little did we know, all this comes with the new oil filter, the O-ring, this little plastic piece, this piece that hooks up to the oil filter, and the reason we couldn't get it out was because this goes down the side right here. If you guys see that, that locks it in, and I did not know that. Locked right in, see that? So we were trying to pull this, and we're trying to turn it, because once you turn it and it comes out, comes out, the oil will seep out, and then when you pull this off, really there's not a lot of oil in there, but I ended up breaking that a little bit on the old one. It's gonna eventually just hit here, and it's gonna drip all throughout here. So the only thing we can do is if we maneuver something there, but it's gonna be hard. This is a cool little trick. So I'm gonna remove the oil drain plug, and we'll send you a link on Amazon. These cool little oil, I forgot the name of them, but they're perfect, and they move, they're bendable, and instead of getting all this lining dirty here with the oil, because it will as it starts to lessen, it's going to get this all dirty. This is going to definitely help spill it out into the used oil here and avoid a big mess. So there it goes. All right, so, and you'll see here, I got it ready right here. So we'll see how that works after. So the oil is nice and black. So perfect time to change it. All right, there we go. You guys see that? Saves you such a mess. Because if not, it would have, all that oil would be spilling all over this, coming out of the holes and stuff. So here's the oil drain plug, and the new oil filter comes with a new washer. But what's interesting is the oil drain plug didn't have one there. That's just how it came out. So we're just gonna elect to go ahead and use the washer. You see how it could get messed up here? So, you know, we'll just keep an eye on any wear around the oil drain plug, because if we start to see it, you know, that it's not staying perfect, then, you know, that would be the time to just go to the dealership and order a new oil drain plug. All right, let's wipe that off down there. Let's get it plugged up. I'm gonna tighten this, but we don't have to like worry about over tightening. You know, as long as we get it in there good. Now remove the oil filter, and we should be good to go here. So here is the filter canister, and let's just pop this baby right out. Oh. All right, so we just cleaned up the oil canister nice and clean. There is a rubber O-ring right here. The new one comes with one, so we're gonna get that O-ring out. And get it in the bigger, there's a bigger groove here. Get it down in there. Alrighty, there we go. The one thing we wanted to do with this 2021 Kia K5, which is the GT line, is we're definitely going with the oil that we love, which is the AMSOIL full synthetic, and it's the 020 made for this car. Just great oil. I recommend this highly. You know, with all of our cars, we put this AMSOIL in, and it's just phenomenal oil. So let's pop that baby in. Okay, all right, so we're just gonna go ahead and put the new filter and canister back in. All right, so the engine calls for 5 quarts, so we're just gonna go ahead and pour in. All right, so we should be good to go here.